Hey everyone, today we are just going to play pretty much. I haven't made anything with blue and yellow for a while. And yes, I know I'm out of fall, I'm back into bright colors. So I am just taking a bunch of different colors around blue and yellow. So I have a cobalt and an ultramarine. I have a cad yellow and sunshine, which I don't know how well that's going to look together. I have an antique gold, which is in my hands. And I'm probably going to add a little bit of pearl and white as well. So I am going to make these into a bunch of little squares. I'm going to take the clay and I'm going to put them at a number, I think I'm going to run them through at a number 5. I'm going to go really thin. And then I'll add a little bit of translucent in between here and there. And we will probably add that at a strip number 2 in thickness. That way you got a little bit more translucent, it'll give a little bit more depth. And then we're going to throw all kinds of different foils in there. So let me get these all in squares and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so we've got everything cut up and we are basically ready to go. So again, it's just basically throwing a million colors in at once. We have some pearl. Do a dark yellow. I'm going to do a translucent. I'm going to do a gold and a white. I'll do a light blue. Maybe, I don't know, if we add yellow we might end up getting a little bit of green there. So let's put the yellow over some pearl. Do another translucent. Okay. Do another gold. I'm going to do that. Do a pearl. A translucent. Dark yellow. I don't know why. I'm going to go translucent. Dark blue, pearl. Light blue. Another gold. A white. A sunshine. Another pearl, a dark blue, or dark yellow. Just trying to figure out where to put everything in, right? To blue. I think I'm going to open this up right here and put a light blue in the middle. And we'll do a gold, a white, translucent. We have 2 more. I don't think I'm going to need all these colors, but we're going to put a gold on the bottom. We're going to use them all. Wasn't that much clay, right? I was very tempted to use pink. Oh, and guess what I forgot? I forgot to add the foil. Alright, let's grab some foil. I knew I was missing something. So I want to add some pink because I do like pink and yellow. That's a copper. Alright, so we're just going to open it up here. Or wherever we can. Darn it, I can't believe I forgot. That's why you should never press your stuff down until you're sure you get it right. Okay, so we got some pink, not much, just a little bit. We'll do some blue here. Thank goodness this is Mokume Gane, so don't have to worry about pulling it back apart. What about one down here somewhere? Wherever it opens up is where I'm going to take it. Okay, and I would like to do some silver and gold. So we're going to open this up right here. Add some gold. That's already been opened up. So we'll put a gold right here. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to get these back in between the sheets, unfortunately. Alright, so the only thing I want now is just some silver. Okay, and for that, I've got these big sheets. One of these days I will make a video that's perfect. You know what I'm going to do? Watch, I'm going to wait on the silver, and I'll show you why. Because now it's getting a little hard to open this up. What I'll do is I'll put the silver on the top, and then when it gets cut in half, we can put more silver on it. Just like that. Let's see if I can make it a little longer in a square. Do I need all this foil? Probably not. I don't even know how the colors are going to actually work with each other. But I do love blue and yellow together. Okay. So we're going to stretch this out. And I'm just going to put the rest of the silver right on top. Okay, so hopefully that works. And we're just going to put that right on top. All right, so now the fun part begins. And depending on how blended you want your colors will determine how many times you do what I'm doing now. I'm probably going to go one more. I'm just going to pick up all that leftover foil. I was going to make a blue and yellow flower, and then I ended up changing my mind and thought I would do this instead. I feel like there should be some pink in there. But we'll see what this looks like. Okay. So I don't want to go any deeper than that. So let me just see what we got. Not bad. But yeah, I do feel like there should be, I don't know, some different color in there that'll just make it pop. Gonna have a lot of time in 2 weeks. My husband takes his yearly camping trip, and all those weeks from me, as far as show wise, is gonna end up being pricing and stuff like that. So hopefully I'll be able to come in here and make a bunch of stuff by then. Alright, all I'm looking for here, I don't want to use a paintbrush because I think you know me better than that. I will bend these to the point where they'll break. So we're just going to use a stainless steel mandrel here. And we're just going to kind of... Wow, I can't believe I'm even bending this. I'll come over here. I think that should be enough. And yeah, I went all the way down, so now we just gotta put it back together and make a nice little blob. Hopefully I've got enough white in here, because right here is really dark. I like that right there. All right. So now let's cut into this. See what we got. Oh, it's pretty. So I'm just going to do like 4 of them. So the only thing when you do this is you can't really see. I can't really see the sparkles in here, and I know they're in there. And I'm pretty sure once I get all of this laid out, baked in resin, then it'll really come out. So I'm just going to do 2 more. It's a little off, but that's okay. I don't see a whole lot of the translucent. Okay. So you have some really dark ones and some really light ones. I love the lighter ones because I know that this is going to darken once I put it in the oven. So I'm going to grab our little stamp here. Make sure this is all even. And yes, you can put it through the pasta machine. And you can also add a backing to this. I'll probably do it like a gold or a silver. Probably a gold. And I was going to use silver clay too. I didn't on this one. Alright, so let me go ahead and pull this up. I'll get a long one for that. I don't want to put it in the pasta machine too many times. I just want to put it in once at a 0, just to make sure that we are the same thickness all the way across. Because as you can see, it does stretch it out a little bit. I'm really liking that right here. So different colors, that's for sure. Different colors, but not different cutters. I will go back to the normal ones that I usually have. I just have so many. Sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out what you want. You know, I've got these new ones. You know what? I'm going to take it on this dark one right here. Because I think using that center piece as the top might look cool. And I don't really like the darker, so it's the perfect one to experiment on, right? Okay, I'm going to hold on to that just in case my cut didn't go all the way through. I love using those. I love anything easy. So a couple of those. And let's do one that's solid. Which I had out because I was working on a whole bunch yesterday. But now I don't know what I did with my solid ones. I want to make some more fishies. There's so much I want to make that I use videos on, and then some of them I use to sell, and then some of them they just hang out here. I don't do anything with them. This is a really pretty piece right here. See this right here? Ah, okay. Let me get, I know I have cutters for these. Let me grab some cutters. Okay, well that did me no good. There's a lot of pieces that I am still missing. So I'd like to have 2 of these because I really like the green in them. Trying to find a way to utilize all that green. So this isn't something I'm going to be using a lot of. I don't think I'm going to use all these cutters, but I couldn't find the one that I wanted. That might work right there. And then there's more of that green, kind of like that. This one doesn't have any opening. I kind of like that right there, but I don't see any other one that's kind of like that. Well, maybe it won't look too bad. It's a little darker here. And I know with the Mokume Gane that you're not going to get it perfect, but wow, this one's really dark compared to any other one over here. I think we're just going to do this right here. I want some little ones. I always have customers that always ask, do you have anything like this but smaller? And I usually don't. So I want to make some more studs. I don't have a whole lot of studs. I do have some roses. But I don't have a whole lot of studs. So I might make some happy faces, some hearts, some little ghosts for the holiday. Not quite sure yet. And I honestly thought I was done. I really thought I wasn't going to make any more. And here I am making more. They may not get used, but they're made. And they might come in handy for a future show. I don't do too many a year, and that's probably because we don't have a whole lot out here. Straight up. Okay. Well, I'm not really happy with a lot of these. And obviously I'm not really going to get a matching pair. So I am literally going to call it good on just what we have. And this we're going to use for something. I don't know what yet. See, when you got more than one cut, got that little centerpiece, you really have to push hard or it won't come out. So whenever you buy my cutters or anybody else's cutters and it's got multiple cuts in it, make sure as you're cutting that you put pressure on the inside as well, or else you have this to where the inside parts are a little stuck. Now, I could use that centerpiece for a bar. I don't think I'm going to, though. And I need to put this on a sheet here. I don't know how easy this is going to be to show you. I think this is going to look cute like that as a square, or you can do it that way. Alright, this is all going to end up going on a cookie sheet. I just don't want to put the cookie sheet under the camera to show you. So we'll put it up, show you what we got. I lifted all those up already. Okay. So it's not all of them, obviously. Okay, so they're a little different. I like the colors. But the thing is I know that there's going to be a lot more sparkle than what I'm showing here. So let me move this over and then I'll show you what we're going to do with that. Alrighty, so you could piece it together and continue to cut out, or you can make a stropple cane, which I've been making a little bit more lately. I did not like the one that I did the other day with you guys. That one was horrible, I will admit it. That one was just bad. So the thing with this is if I make a stropple cane, yeah, it's gonna look like that when I'd rather see it look like this. Oh, and I don't want to I don't want to roll it. I don't want to make lentil beads out of it. I have kind of grown out of swirl beads. We're just gonna put these there. We got some areas, I've got some holes, so I'm gonna just fill this up. And again, this is scrap clay. If it doesn't come out, it doesn't come out. All right. And I like to make this as square as I can. I don't know what's going on with the fire. I looked outside and I don't see a mushroom cloud. So that's a good sign. Hopefully that means they're getting a handle on it. I think it grew to like 49,000 acres and it was 0% contained. There's like 3 of them So you can probably do a Google search if you're interested in that stuff for the line fire, the airport fire, the bridge fire, and I think that's all that's happening right now. Okay, so as you can see, this isn't quite even, and I want it to be. So we're going to run this through the pasta machine, just at a 0. Okay. And then I'm going to square it up. And I'm going to do a 2-inch slab. Okay. This maybe we can make into a Natasha. I mean, honestly, to make earrings out of this isn't really bad. This is actually pretty nice. But 1, 2, okay, so this will give us 4 slabs, right? Alright. So we'll cut this right down the center. That'll give us 4. And let me grab some black. You could use any color. Now I'm trying to wonder, do I want to use black or do I want to cover it in a blue? I think the black will make the colors stand out a little better. And then you just got to decide on how thick you want your stripes in between to be. I'm just going to do a number 5. Just fold that up like that, and let's see if we got enough. Close, but no cigar. Let's go a little bigger. The thing is I don't need to cover the whole thing. I don't think. I'm going to need one of them. One side's got to be black, the other's going to have to be the green and sandwich, so I might not need all of this. Okay. So there's 2 right there. So that's going to definitely go on the bottom. It's right on top. You want that to happen. So there's another one. Okay, well maybe I did need it then. I need at least 3 more pieces. Okay. And then we will need one right on top as well. So I don't know if you guys watch America's Got Talent. I don't. I don't usually watch TV. But there is a group, I think they made it to the semifinals. God, I can't even remember their name. Sky Drone or something like that. And they're that drone show. So they were at our show last year. So they're not really famous yet, but I don't understand how. They've got a bunch of gigs, so I don't know why they're on America's Got Talent, but they are. And they're going to be at the show this year, too. So if you're anywhere in Southern California, you might want to go to the Kaleidoscope Festival. And you'll see the drone guys. And it's actually pretty cool what they do. So, I mean, it's all computer, though, so I can't say, okay, well, these guys are really talented. You're talented if you know how to program software. But as far as what they do, it's just basically like 300 or 400 drones, you know, and they go up instead of fireworks, so you know, they kind of line them up in certain areas, and it's kind of like, if you remember, hey guys, Makita, hey, Makita's barking, and there goes Jake. When we were in typing, when we were done with our work, we'd have these little fun projects. This is way back in the late 70s. But you would type XXXO, XXXI, or whatever, and it would be all different. Okay, I gotta shut them up. Hold on a minute. Oh, sorry about that, guys. But anyways, when you go into typing, you'd have all these little X's, and they, you know, space, space, X, space, 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 X. And by the time you got down the page, it was like a seal holding a ball in its mouth and stuff. And we used to do that. And that's what this drone show reminds me of. So you got the placement of the drone, you know, in those little XXO when it comes up, making a pattern. So I don't know why I threw that in there. But there you go. There's a nice stropo cane. And I'm not sure what side would look better. That one I like, because it gives you all kinds of it. This one, I think the blade was bad. See, so you have that or you have that. So pick the corner you like. I like this one. And these will make awesome veneers. I'm just going to make that. I won't put that aside for now. Sorry, I ran in the kitchen and I grabbed a piece of salami. Haven't eaten yet, and it's already almost 2 p.m. Okay, so that's the only problem. Is if you put the black on both sides, when you put them together, you're obviously going to get double. Lost connection there for a minute. So don't put the black on both sides unless you want that extra bit. But that's easy to fix. Got tape stuck on my hand. I can't get it off. And that way you won't get that double. That little double piece right there. I need to hire one more person for my booth this year. Last year was just absolutely crazy. And it's just funny the way some of these people that try and steal stuff, just how they do it. You know, you're sitting there watching the whole thing like, hello, I can see what you're doing, but They don't think about that. Alright, so this is going to look blurry just because of me running my finger over it. But I just want to cut like 2 pieces here. You know, and you can cut it so that it's that way. You can cut it so it's that way. I myself like to cut it straight up and down with a dagger cutter or something. I'm not keeping this, so I'm just kind of showing you. So there you go, a complete different design, right? Yeah, I didn't even watch how I cut that. You know, but you got the nice little strop. Okay, obviously you're not going to have that thick of lines because you're not going to put it on both sides. Now, can I use this and make a kaleidoscope? Or not a kaleidoscope, a Natasha? I don't know. I know people cut them into chunks, but because this is already, you know, a cane, I'm afraid that if I cut it into chunks, then it's gonna just make it really, really blended. I'll usually squish it all up. And I'll do this quite a few times, but this time, oop, a little worm. There we go, a little inchworm, right? This time I don't want to spin it too much. You know, this could be a really nice, like, gemstone pattern. If you want to make a cabochon, you can leave it just like this. So I could do that to half of it. That is a Susan Bailey trick. I don't know if she invented it. I just know she did it to help get the ends done as well. So we're gonna twist this one more time. And I think this one I'm going to use for a background for something. Okay, so we're just going to twist this one more time. Because I'm afraid that I've already killed the inside. Okay. Oh, I'm still making hangers like crazy. So it's time to change colors. Yeah, so see how it was already so small. That's just not going to work. So we're just going to marbleize it. Cute earring just like that. Not like that, but a little huggy. This one we're just going to run through the pasta machine. And it could just be used as a background. I'm not going to make it into anything today. Okay, I really like the center of that. And I don't want to blend it too much. Okay, I'm just thinning out the bottom, and that's what's going to go in the pasta machine. And I'm going to put this through at a number 1. And then a number 2. This is going to have a black backing, but it kind of gives you a nice little stone look to it. So I can make a cab out of that. And we'll do the same with this. And then that's it, guys. Again, I just push it together and then I twist. And I think it's time to turn on the air. All of a sudden it got really hot in here. Okay, let's do that, and then push them together. And obviously you don't want to do this too many times because you'll start blending the colors in. But if you blend the colors in too much, which I think I already have on this one, we'll see. You can literally just run it through and you've got yourself a new colored green. It's actually a pretty color. I don't know what it'll look like with all that black mixed into it, but not too bad. So I'm going to go to a 2 here. So again, we just have a really nice background. Alright, so that's it for this time. I will show you the cuts that we just made at the end of the video. We're just going to put like some thumbnails and just a couple shots of the earrings completed, but I won't be back on. So we'll talk to you guys later. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time around.